Yes, people. I thought I would share some of our riffs today. This isn't really one of my riffs, it's just something that I play quite a lot to kind of try and speed up and strengthen my fingers when I'm playing guitar. A lot of people are interested in how we come up with riffs, and fundamentally, I think one of my biggest influence on guitar would be somebody like the Deftones. I tend to write a lot of our stuff in drop D, which is DADGBE tuning on guitars. If you don't know what that is, you're best to go and look on Google that up and try and find a way to tune your guitar into D. One quick way to do that would be to just basically drop your low string into the same note as a D string. There you go. So that's a drop D tuning. One simple riff that is very Deftones inspired, it probably is a Deftones riff, is something on the 5th fret going up to the 6th fret and using the 8th fret as well, and an open D string. Let me show you, see if you guys can keep up with this. Okay, yeah, that's probably a bit quick for beginners, but basically you're going to the 5th string, to the 6th string, back to the 5th string, open, back to the 5th string, and then up to the 8th string, and then back to the 5th, and open again. And literally you could keep looping that. It's really good practice to get your fingers into rhythm, especially with the picking. A lot of people, and I used to, start with picking downwards only because it's stronger. You feel stronger and it feels more natural. However, if you want to become a better guitarist, you need to learn how to even out your picking on both up and down strokes. If you can't do this, you can't play half the stuff you need to play. You can start if you're a new guitarist, you find that your fingers probably can't keep up with that kind of stamina. You'll need to probably just play on the low D string for now. Get better with one string at a time. And then eventually, when you get a bit stronger and you've got more speed on that riff, then you got to start going on the top 3 strings. Now, with power riffs, especially in this kind of metal, you tend to not hit the light strings. You tend to only hit the low strings. It's something that I had to learn for myself because I never was taught. Nobody ever taught me how to play guitar. I had to teach myself. So essentially, to get a good full sound, you need to only be hitting the top 3 strings. If you hit the other ones, it just doesn't sound very good. It sounds pretty nasty. It sounds like a kind of weird funk jazz sound. To get the real power metal sound, you need to just hit the top 3, D, A, D. There's a big difference to the sound. So the easiest way to avoid hitting the light strings is to basically focus on pushing your finger down, your forefinger down on the top 3 strings, and just keeping your finger like holding the other strings but not pushing them down too hard, and then just literally trying to learn how to pick around the top area of the guitar, stroke up and down, and just get used to hitting those 3 strings. There's another practice that is boring but really useful, and eventually you can just hit all 3 without hitting the rest of them, as you can hear. Okay, here we go, this is the riff. So yeah, that's one good training exercise that I think I've spent my whole life playing. I can only play now after 10 years properly, probably because I don't play guitar enough. However, I hope that riff will help you in some way and help you to play guitar at a much better level than you currently are. If I can think of any other good riffs that come up in my head later on when I'm bored again, I will come back on here and hopefully share them with you as well. Thank you.